everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren, and on my channel we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be presenting you a list of tips and tricks on how to build your perfect luxury shoe collection. I've already made a video in the past showing you how to build your luxury bag collection. By the way, if you are interested in seeing that video, then I will go ahead and leave it in the little information link over here for you to see it. In this video, we'll be focusing on shoes, and I will be giving you my best tips and tricks. So if you're curious to see what my options are and what my choices are, then please keep on watching. So the first shoes that you're going to need to build a good luxury shoe collection is going to be a pair of loafers. These are from Loro Piana, and a small disclaimer before we start this video, these are actually not my shoes, but rather they are shoes that have been very kindly gifted to me by a fake factory. I have collaborated with them in the past many times on real versus fake videos, and I've always been very impressed and very pleased with the quality of their items. And here, once again, these look just like the real thing. They're also equally as comfortable as the real ones. These are shoes that are also true to size, so they're very easy to order online. So if you are interested in ordering this particular pair of Loro Piana loafers, or pretty much anything from the fake factory, they obviously have different pairs of shoes from different designer brands, but they also have bags, accessories, jewelry, and more. So if you are interested in ordering anything from the fake factory, then I will go ahead and leave all of the relevant information in the description box of the video down below for you, along with the coupon code. So like I said before, these are a pair of Loro Piana loafers. They're called the Loro Piana Summer Walk Charms, and they currently retail for $1,110 plus tax. The reason why, in my opinion, you need a pair of loafers is because they're extremely functional. These really are shoes that you can wear in so many different moments with so many different outfits. In general, they're very comfortable, especially these ones. These ones are incredibly comfortable. So these are going to be shoes that you are going to be wearing a lot, that are going to be on rotation, that I feel like you're never gonna wanna remove, basically. Loafers are good for so many different occasions. I wear them to go to the mall. I wear them to run errands, simply like, you know, living my everyday life. But of course, I also wear them for, you know, lunches out on the town, for brunch with my girlfriends, that kind of thing. Pretty much any sort of day event is going to be my choice. These go perfectly with a pair of pants, but also with a dress or a skirt. They're very easy to style. They come in so many different colors. I really love this pair of baby blue summer walks. They look super cute. I also love matching them with designer bags, and obviously the fact that they come in so many different colors makes it very easy for them to be matched with a designer bag. Likewise, if you want to match them to your outfit, if you have like a baby blue top or other, this would look super cute. I really like these, and I feel like you cannot go wrong with a pair of loafers. So these for me would be an essential in a luxury shoe collection, based on how often you're going to wear them, based on the fact that they go so well with all sorts of different outfits, and also because these are pretty much year-round shoes, maybe aside from like December, but other than that, these are pretty much year-round shoes because you're never going to be too warm with them, but you're also not going to be too cold. These are not open-toe shoes, so they work pretty much year-round. So you need a pair of loafers in your luxury shoe collection, and the ones that I would recommend are these Loro Piana Summer Walks. My next recommendation is going to be a pair of flats, a classic pair of flats. These are the Chanel Classic Ballet Flats, and they currently retail for $1,075 plus tax. So the reason why I would recommend a good pair of ballet flats is, once again, just because how often you are going to wear them. These are shoes that are going to be, once again, non-stop on rotation, and kind of unlike the Loro Piana ones, these are really good shoes that you can transition from day to night. So say you've been wearing these, you know, to go to the mall, to go to lunch with your friends, to go to work, any other kind of, you know, normal everyday life event. If you have a date night, a night out on the town with your friends or anything like that, catching up with family over dinner, these are great to wear for all of these nightly occasions. So this is something that I really appreciate, especially because I live a very busy life. So sometimes I just don't have time to switch out my bag or switch out my outfit or switch out my pairs of shoes. So these go really well and can be very easily transitioned from day to night. Once again, kind of like the Loro Piana ones, they come in endless color combinations, so they're very easy to match and pair with a designer bag or with an outfit. I really like these ones, especially because of the dual tone, because the tip here is black and then the rest of the shoe is beige. So very easy to pair with all sorts of different outfits. They're neither summery nor wintry. They work well with so many different seasons, with different types of outfits. Great with a pair of pants, very elegant for work, but also perfect for a date night with like a little black dress. I personally don't wear heels, so these are my choice of shoes for pretty much every, you know, dressed up occasion that I have. I'm 5'11" or 180 centimeters. So unfortunately, I am too tall for heels, or fortunately, I don't have to torture myself with heels. So these are pretty much my go-to. I would recommend them, even if you're not a tall girly, I would recommend them because they go well for everyday situations as well as for occasions. Next up, we're gonna have a pair of ankle boots, and here I would recommend the Dior D-Town ankle boots. They currently retail for $1,750 plus tax. So quite pricey, but hear me out because I really feel like they are perfect. I've had them for about a year and honestly, I've gotten so much use out of them. They are incredibly comfortable. I really feel like everyone needs a pair of ankle boots because pretty similar to the Chanel ballet flats, they can be very easily transitioned from day to night. These are boots that I would feel comfortable wearing at work, that I would feel comfortable wearing, you know, to go to the mall during the day or any kind of event like this, but also perfect for date nights. What I love most about them for me personally is that they come with like a heel that's fairly minimal. So it's great because it doesn't add any centimeters to my already pretty, you know, tall existing height. So this makes it really good for me. I really love the contrast of the little gold details with the black. I think it goes so well, especially when you pair this with like a gold hardware bags and yellow gold jewelry. I feel like this is a 10 out of 10. It's very classy. It's just very elevated. I really like these boots. Everyone needs a pair of ankle boots, especially during these like transitional moments, you know, in the fall or like early spring where you're not having like Ugg boots. This is not like the deep winter anymore. But at the same time, you're also not gonna wear, you know, I don't know, like the Loro Piana shoes because these are a little bit too summery or too cold, and these are perfect. I really love them. Very easy to wear with a pair of pants. I actually still wear skinny jeans, so then I put, you know, my ankle goes in here with the pants and it looks really nice, but also perfect with a dress and a pair of tights or a skirt. This is very elegant. I really like them. If you don't want to spend that much money, there are a million other options for a lot less money. I have actually several pairs in my collection from Stuart Weitzman or other that are less expensive, but I wanted to show you these because in case you do have the budget, these are really great. But should you not have it, any kind of pair of black ankle boots is a must, and it's definitely going to be a pair of shoes that you're going to use a lot. My next recommendation would be a pair of slippers for the summertime. These are the Hermes orange sandals. They currently retail for $900 even plus tax, and I have mine in this gorgeous light pink color, but once again, they come in so many colors, different, you know, color variations, different leather types, different even materials. So the possibilities are pretty much endless. I love a good slipper in the summer. It's so easy to just throw on. It's hassle-free in general in the summertime. I'm sure you have your mani-pedi done, so you have your toes painted, so it looks pretty cute when your toes are out. These I really love, and I really love the color, but even if you're unable to find, you know, slippers in this color, there's a million other colors, and I feel like that's what I like about them. They're very easy to pair with a designer bag, with an outfit. I pretty much wear them all the time on repeat during the summer, even for stuff like, you know, a brunch or like a lunch out. I really love wearing them. They're very comfortable, something that I wasn't necessarily expecting, so that we love. These, I will say, are perfect shoes for resort wear, for, you know, when you're like out and about in the resort area. That's perfect. So definitely a must if you're going on a vacation. The one thing that I will say, especially with these, is that they're made out of leather, so I wouldn't recommend getting them wet, so I wouldn't be wearing them around the pool. Hermes makes a different type of sandals called, I believe they're called the island sandals, and these are waterproof. They're made out of some sort of PVC material, so these ones are perfect for the pool, but for the orange I wouldn't do that. Once maybe if you really have to, but not like on repeat every day at the resort. But other than that, for, you know, walking around the resort, perfect. Any sort of like Florida episode, wonderful choice. But even here, I live in DC, in the DC area, and I wear them a ton during the summertime to go out to restaurants, for like a stroll in the mall, a stroll around Georgetown. These are really great. I absolutely love them. I feel like a pair of slippers is a must for the summer. You can also have the choice to have the heeled version. I obviously don't because of how tall I am, but they come in a heeled version, so if you feel like you want to add, you know, I believe they're like this tall. It's not super big, but, you know, if you feel like you want to add some centimeters to your height, that's also an option. But regardless of your choice, you need a pair of slippers for the summer. Last but not least, we have a pair of pumps, and here, can you believe it? I actually don't own any. I don't own any heels in my collection, in my shoe collection, because of how tall I am. So I'll be including a picture here of the ones that I would recommend, that I would pick if I were shorter. These are from Jimmy Choo. They're called the Jimmy Choo Romy 85 lace pumps, and they currently retail for $1,050 plus tax. These are so beautiful. Like, I'm a little sad, honestly, when I saw them. I was doing some research, like, on, you know, what's like a good pair of pumps, and when I saw them, I felt a little sad that I was so tall, because they are so beautiful. Like, if only I could find like a pair of flats like that, I would definitely buy immediately. I really love the lace details. I feel like it's very classy, very elegant, a little sexy also, but not over the top. Obviously, these are going to be pumps that you're going to wear more for date night, or, you know, to go out in the evening. I would definitely not be wearing this at work. I don't think this is very proper. But for a night out of town with your girlfriends, or a dinner date, these really are stunning, because they are made of black lace. They go so well with all sorts of different colors, so it really doesn't matter what you're wearing. They will go great with any outfit, with any bag, with pretty much anything. These are pretty much also shoes that you could be wearing year-round, especially if it's just from the valet to the restaurant or something like that, even in the winter time, because they're black. So they go well for any season. These are really a must. I obviously can't speak about the comfort level because I've never tried them on, and I probably never will. So I am not an expert also on heel comfort, but they seem okay, I think. They don't seem like over the top tall, so they're not like the super like 12 centimeters Louboutin, so I think that they are probably fine. But yeah, I really love the look, and if you are on the shorter side, or, you know, pretty much any shorter than what I am, which is very likely because I've realized really recently that I'm within the 98th percentile. So if you are shorter than me, which is likely, you need a pair of heels, of pumps in your luxury shoe collection, and these are the ones that I would recommend. They are absolutely stunning, and for me, they're a must, a can't pass item. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was beneficial and informational for you in case you were looking at acquiring a new pair of designer shoes, of luxury shoes for your collection. In case you were trying to build your collection, I tried to give you my best tips for shoes that you would actually use. The goal, obviously, if you're starting a luxury shoe collection, is for you to have shoes that you're going to be proud of wearing, that you're going to like wearing, that you're going to be comfortable with. These really are essentials for me. These are shoes that are constantly on rotation, that I wear all the time and that I love, and I try to select the basic classic models, iconic models for each pair of shoes from each brand, so you have a pretty good selection, I think. Once again, if you are interested in purchasing the Loro Piana Summer Walks or pretty much anything from the Fake Factory, I would highly recommend that you check them out. They're very professional and the shoes are amazing quality. So if you are interested in checking them out, then I will go ahead and leave all of the relevant information in the description box of the video down below for you, along with a coupon code. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.